We need to address this thing right here, right now. Anytime Kristin and I are taking a picture together, these comments start popping up again and rumors start flying that we are in love with each other, okay? I find it comical, all right? That people can't just understand that two people, opposite sex, can be just friends.
Exactly.
Right?
We've worked together so long. I am curious, what can Bert and I do to prove that the two of us are not madly in love with each other? Like, what is going to make you guys believe that we are indeed just incredibly close colleagues and friends?
I actually think you have this backwards, right?
What?
Any good show has some sexual tension to it. I think we should feed into it. Just give them what they want from time to time. I'm not saying let's not slip, we're not going to put tongues down each other's throats.
Okay.
No, but just give them little Easter eggs to make them continue to think that there might be something there.
So I asked our social media producer, Rebecca, because we had some lovely pictures of us. And granted,
Touching.
It's the sunset cliffs. We're sitting on the edge of a cliff watching a sunset. It can be deemed a very romantic setting.
Now, they're cliffs, and I know Kristin is going through this time in her life right now where she has self-doubt. So the only reason why I even approached her was to make sure she wasn't going to jump.
So we're posting these photos and everything, and we're getting comments like, just come clean. Like, so Rebecca pulled some of these, and some of them are, Kristin, do you ever feel like Bert is into you? Do you feel like Bert ever gets super defensive about Kristin in a way he doesn't about anyone else on the show? If I was his girl, I would keep one eye open. Another one.
My girl happens to be one of your best friends.
Yeah. Another one. Has a Bert show significant other ever gotten jealous over the obvious chemistry Kristin and Bert have? Another one. Is it not clear to everyone else on the show that Bert is in love with Kristin? Does it get awkward in studio? Another one. I think from the way Bert looks at Kristin that you can tell he's into her. Whether or not it's reciprocated, I have trouble figuring out.
I love it. I am so...
Y'all will never beat the allegations, yo. It's not happening.
You and I talked about it a little bit. I don't think that people realize that you can simply be friends, right? Have a close relationship and simply be friends. I have a lot of love for Kristin, for sure.
I have a lot of love for you, for sure.
I do not love Kristin, but I do have a lot of love for you, and I think that people get that confused.
I love you, and sometimes I even like you.
Yeah, how about that?
People cannot comprehend that men and women, we've had this discussion on this show for years. Can men and women be friends? Is there romantic attraction? No, you can literally just be friends, and that's it.
Right.
Sometimes I think it's projecting. I think people want you to be together, and so they force themselves to see it when it's not really.
Yes, we got to give the people what they want.
Okay, well, if you want, so if somebody asked Bert and Kristin, if you had a ship name, what would it be? So what would be our, if people shipped Kurt?
Briston!
Briston?
It's Briston!
Briston. Briston?
Briston sounds like something that come off the grill. That's
Hot and heavy Briston!
Get that Briston.
It's not so much the name. It's just like when you're watching movies and TV shows, what do they try to show to convey that there could be chemistry here without it being really obvious? That's what I'm going for.
Sitting next to each other on a cliff at sunset overlooking the water.
Yeah, y'all didn't really help with that picture, man.
Yeah. That was pretty romantic.
I'm on their side now.
And a lot of, if you look at old sitcoms or even drama shows, there was always tension between the two leads because they riffed on each other and they ribbed each other.
Which we do.
Right? So I guess we just have to start being nice to each other.
Now it's got to be another way.
Yeah.
Not into that. Yeah, so it's not love. It's a love.
A love, for
It's not in love.
Hey, but somebody says, it seems like out of all the people on the show, Bert and Kristin have publicly said they love each other to each other more than anyone else that works there. Where there's smoke, there's fire!
Okay, hold on a second. Bring the music down. Let's change that.
Okay.
Everybody tell each other now,
Abby,
individually, that you love each other.
I love you.
I love you.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Mo, I love you in gray sweatpants. Wait a second. New ship.
I like this. I see what you're doing. You create a diversion. I love you back.
There it is. All right, so there. Give the people what they want.
The Bert Show.